Former flying Fijian John Sandy is living the dream of glory behind the try line. The 1987 Flying Fijians World Cup lock says the hardships he faced when growing up did not deter him to pursue his dreams. Sandy is now one of the renowned investors not only in Fiji but throughout the region. Apinisa Wangarundovu with tonight's success story.
Sandy was only 3 when his mother passed away. He was raised in Burerua village in Tailevu by his aunt.
My mom's elder sister brought us up in the village in Burerua, and for that we're always forever thankful. I went to Suva Grammar School first, and then much later in my life, my school life, I went across to Marist.
The father of 6 believes rugby gave him a lot of lessons and helped him dream big.
We used to listen to the test matches on the radio, and you hear all these big names, and you can only imagine in your mind what they look like and how they play. And then when I go across and when we run on the field and we play, and he said, "Gee, this is the guy that I always hear about, I'm standing right next to him." And then I look, I said, geez, I'm just as big as him, if not bigger, and I'm taller. And then when we jump in the line out, I beat him or I tackle him. And I start to think, gee, I'm just as good as this guy.
It was his love of rugby that led him to play overseas, where he developed an interest in the banking sector.
From the lessons learned in rugby and also in the streets and the struggles, I've been able to sort of transition that into my business world. Mind you, when I started, I made a lot of mistakes, and I did not have any mentors. And
Sandy worked for several financial institutions, and during this time, he planned on running his own firm.
I got a job in Vanuatu, in the top offshore banking center and tax haven. I was a fund manager there and investment manager for the largest trust company. And then from there, I moved across to Papua New Guinea, and I worked there for a merchant bank that was the biggest shareholder in that merchant bank was Rothschilds.
Sandy is the owner of PNG's first licensed trustee company, known as the Melanesian Trustee Services Limited, which manages over 600 million kinas in assets.
I think there's a business person in all of us. When we're growing up, we always aspire to have this, and one day I'm going to have my own big car and I'll be rich. And it's always good to have that dream. It's how you translate that dream into a reality. That's where the businessman becomes a businessman.
Sandy is also one of investors behind forming Kontiki Finance in Fiji. The 60-year-old has shares in Ngonovo Investment and is also the owner of Cover Corp, which was established in 2003. Apinisa Wangarundovu, FBC News.